look to feast on Thanksgiving Day. Dallas can make it 4 in a row over Las Vegas. And we're serving up the action next.
This is Tony Pollard. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The numbers for Zeke from last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 39, Carr. Caught by Snead over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. But Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Carr now to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. J-Ron Kearse in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day, the only loss the Packers had.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Pushing his way through. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Elliott.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 5. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw there complete to Ruggs.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Keanu Neal. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. On the return comes Drake.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And following the pick 6, and decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he's a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Counter play with Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Jacobs, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now Pollard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but
fights through and now a crease. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, you don't become a 2-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles, and Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Single, slot.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Momentum, might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe Momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8.
So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now fair catch is called for and taken at we'll call it the 37-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Well, they have a 1st down and more. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be sacked.
They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Markel Lee in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Markel Lee picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he'll fire this deep for Gallup. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking down the field, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing now is Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. On the return comes Drake. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it? And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Markel Lee able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Draw play. Elliott. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the Lega. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. Room here to run. 20. 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Prescott on 3rd and 2.
He'll get this to Elliott.
Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second down, Jacobs once more. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, it's Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must be a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Tenth carry now for Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They go to Elliott again. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Now in Arlington, we're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. A give to Elliott. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
On first down, Carr.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he fires one, but incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Prescott.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Prescott now. And that's Elliott, complete. Elliott a first down and more. And he's brought down after a very nice game. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they